So my life you have been faithful. Does anybody else have that testimony today? All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Come on, hallelujah. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Come on and sing. It's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Oh yeah, your goodness is running after me. So my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing all of my life God's been faithful.
So I went to my family doctor, and he said, "Oh, you got Peyronie's," just very matter-of-factly. And then the bend got decidedly worse. So I went to see the urologist, and he discussed different options, mainly just Xiaflex and surgery. Those were his two main treatments. There it is.
So what are you thinking about now? Are you thinking of going ahead with treatments?
I definitely see the positives, and I'm definitely leaning more towards speaking to my doctor about it. Part of the reason why I haven't done it yet is because I'm scared of, like, the needles.
Every guy is afraid of that. Certainly I was. I think it was just, it was less invasive than surgery.
My urologist, he's someone that I can talk to about the issue, and he assured me that there's nothing wrong with me and that there's ways to make it better if I want to. My wife is always more concerned about my well-being, and it just impacts your life in different ways you don't even think about. You're a small piece of yourself, you don't feel whole, and that's where I'm at. That's why I'm struggling.
Yeah, I mean, talk to your urologist. Go check it out.
Important safety information. Do not receive Xiaflexiv. The Peyronie's plaque to be treated involves the tube that your urine passes through, urethra. You're allergic to collagenase Clostridium histolyticum or any of the ingredients in Xiaflex or to any other collagenase product. See the end of the medication guide for a complete list of ingredients in Xiaflex. Xiaflex can cause serious side effects, including penile fracture, corporal rupture, or other serious injury to the penis. Receiving an injection of Xiaflex may cause damage to the tubes in your penis, called the corpora. After treatment with Xiaflex, one of these tubes may break during an erection. This is called a corporal rupture. Or blood in the urine. Call your healthcare provider right away if you have any of the symptoms of corporal rupture or serious injury to the penis listed above. Do not have sex or any other sexual activity between the first and second injections of a treatment cycle. Do not have sex or have any other sexual activity for at least 4 weeks after the second injection of a treatment cycle with Xiaflex and after any pain and swelling has gone away. Xiaflex for the treatment of Peyronie's disease is only available through a restricted program called the Xiaflex Risk Evaluation and Mitigation Strategy, REMS program. Hypersensitivity reactions, including anaphylaxis. Severe allergic reactions can happen in people who receive Xiaflex because it contains foreign proteins. Call your healthcare provider right away if you have any of these symptoms of an allergic reaction after an injection of Xiaflex. Hives, swollen face, breathing trouble, chest pain, low blood pressure, dizziness or fainting. Back pain reactions. After receiving an injection of Xiaflex for Peyronie's disease, you may suddenly feel back pain, including severe lower back pain moving to your legs, feet, chest, and arms. The back pain may also include spasms and make it hard to walk. These symptoms usually go away in 15 minutes or less, but may last longer. Tell your healthcare provider right away if you have sudden back pain, chest pain, or a hard time walking after an injection. Fainting. Fainting, passing out, or near fainting can happen in men who receive Xiaflex, especially if they have severe penile pain. If you have dizziness or feel faint after receiving Xiaflex, lie down until the symptoms go away. Before receiving Xiaflex, tell your healthcare provider if you have had an allergic reaction to a previous Xiaflex injection, have a bleeding problem, received Xiaflex for another condition, or any other medical conditions. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines you take, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. Using Xiaflex with certain other medicines can cause serious side effects. Especially tell your healthcare provider if you take medicines to thin your blood, anticoagulants. If you are told to stop taking a blood thinner before your Xiaflex injection, your healthcare provider should tell you when to restart the blood thinner. Ask your healthcare provider or pharmacist for a list of these medicines if you are not sure. What should I avoid while receiving Xiaflex? Avoid situations that may cause you to strain your stomach, abdominal muscles, such as straining during bowel movements. Do not use a vacuum erection device during your treatment with Xiaflex. Xiaflex can cause serious side effects, including increased chance of bleeding. Bleeding or bruising at the injection site can happen in people who receive Xiaflex. Talk to your healthcare provider if you have a problem with your blood clotting. Xiaflex may not be right for you. The most common side effects with Xiaflex for the treatment of Peyronie's disease include a small collection of blood under the skin at the injection site, hematoma, swelling at the injection site or along your penis, pain or tenderness at the injection site along your penis and above your penis, penis bruising, itching of your penis or scrotum, genitals, painful erection, erection problems, erectile dysfunction, changes in the color of the skin of your penis, blisters at the injection site, pain with sex, a lump at the injection site, nodule. Tell your healthcare provider if you have any side effect that bothers you or does not go away. These are not all of the possible side effects of
Oh my God,
Xiaflex.
you guys,
For
sorry
more
for that.
information,
It's
ask your healthcare
it's
provider.
commercial. I apologize. Oh my God, I so apologize for that commercial.
Hobbs, Leonard.
You know my name. You know my name. Yeah, yeah. You know my name. Oh, And oh, how you talk with me. And oh, how you tell me that I am your own. Oh, how you walk with me. Oh, how you walk with me. Has he been walking with you? And oh, how you talk with me. Oh, how you talk with me. Thank you for communion. And oh, how you tell me. Oh, how you tell me that I am your own. Oh, I am your own. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I declare that you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. And it doesn't matter what they have called you. I declare that he knows your name. He knows your name. I need somebody to raise up your testimony today, because I declare that he knows who you are. So this is my testimony. No fire can burn me. No battle can turn me. No mountain can stop me. Why? Because you hold my hand. Said I'm walking in God's victory, 'cause his power is within me. No giant can defeat me. Why? Because no fire can burn me. No battle can turn me. No mountain can stop me. Why? Because do you have a testimony today? Said I'm walking in God's victory, 'cause his power is within me. No giant can defeat me. Thank you, Lord. You know my, and you call me beautiful. Say you know my, I'm the head and not the tail. You know my name. You know my. Let's raise this up like a mighty choir. Sing, oh, how you walk with me. And oh, how you walk with me. He's been really, really, really good. And oh, how he talks. Oh, how you talk. He's been really, really, really good. Oh, how you tell me. Oh, how you tell me that I belong to you. That I am your own. Yes, God.
Ladies and gentlemen.
At Enchanting Travels, we carefully orchestrate every detail of your custom journey to ensure you savor each moment without worry. This is more than travel. This is art, custom made for you.
Modern women, millennial women, are quiet quitting their marriages.
These women are staying in marriages when they actually could leave.
So why did this concept resonate with so many women?
The term quietly quitting gave people a voice to what they were already experiencing.
The mental load of managing the house and being the CEO of the kids, I feel like I'm treated like I'm Google.
You're speaking for a lot of women right now. As you're saying this, I'm thinking all the women are saying, aren't we managing everything? Yeah.
For the longest time, I was like, do you even like me?
Wow.
I'm getting emotional.
Women in midlife are saying to their husbands, you haven't changed, and I'm evolving.
Mm-hmm.
You're not growing, so this relationship's not growing. They're stuck in stasis, and the women are ready for their second act.
Look at all the amens. Hello there, and welcome to the Oprah Podcast. I'm so glad to be with you all. So last fall, maybe you saw this article, or your friend or your sister may have forwarded to you. This was, everybody was forwarding this article to everybody else. It was called The Women Quietly Quitting Their Husbands. It was in New York Magazine's The Cut. and it just ricocheted across the internet, hitting a real nerve for many women. It was about women who are over the age of 40, who instead of going through the drama, the expense, and the ordeal of divorce, have started to just walk away, back away emotionally, but did stay in their marriages. They quietly quit their husbands. And I remember reading this and thinking, I know a lot of women who are doing this. Watch this.
Women are quietly quitting their marriages. That's the headline of the Big Cut article that's got everybody talking.
So I just learned about quietly quitting your marriage. That is a new term to me, but I do understand it because there is something significant that is happening once women turn 40 and up, that they're like, enough is enough.
Did you see that article about women quiet quitting their husbands? So instead of getting a divorce, they're just like emotionally checking out of the marriage and keeping the rest of their life intact. It is genuinely shocking how many men are so passive and just like self-consumed that they don't even register when she has totally withdrawn.
I've seen a lot of talk on this app about women of a certain age who are quietly quitting their marriages. They're staying married, but basically they're like, forget you, I'm doing me.
Well, that's the summary. Monica Corcoran-Harrell is the journalist who wrote that article for The Cut. Monica's here. Where did the idea come from?
It was so interesting. I was on a call with my editor, and she said, we're doing a package on midlife divorce. Do you have any ideas like people fighting over custody or how you preserve your money? And I actually whispered to her, what about women who are divorced but not divorced? And she said, what are you talking about? They're secretly filing for divorce? And I said, no. They're acting like they're divorced, but they're staying married. Because I had heard women, I'd go out for a girls' night and nobody was in a rush to get home, or women were saying, I'm going away on vacation. And I'd say, what about your husband? He's not coming. Or I just found that husbands weren't coming up as often in conversation. And I realized these couples were almost like, it reminded me of toddlers when they're in parallel play. They're playing with toys next to each other, but they're not engaging.
Yeah. And you wrote about this. I was so struck in the article when you wrote that your mother didn't speak to your father for a year and he didn't notice.
It's so shocking. And I was a kid, and I remember sitting at the dinner table, and my mom would nudge me past the salt. My mom uses a lot of salt. Her blood pressure is through the roof.
Yeah.
And I was like 10 years old, and I would pass it to her. And I understood that something was going on, that they weren't getting along, but I didn't realize that they hadn't talked in so long.
And she would ask your father if he wants his shirts to go to the cleaners.
Yes.
And you would ask your father, and then he would give you the shirts and never think anything of it.
I was 10 years old, but I recently talked to her about it, and she said after a year, my dad said, is something wrong? He hadn't even noticed.
The other thing that struck me in that article, you said that you could see the rage in your mother's narrowed eyes and her gazing at him sometimes from behind, and you could feel it in her chicken cacciatore.
Yes.
Yes. What did you mean by that?
I just knew she was angry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a kid, you can pick up on emotions.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I talked to her the other night, and she said, I was hurt, and then the hurt turned to hate.
Wow.
So I probably missed out on the hurt. Maybe I didn't recognize that, but I definitely saw the hate.
Yeah, or certainly resentment.
Yes.
Certainly resentment. Well, the reason the cacciatore line struck me so is that it reminded me, and I think everyone who read that article, that even when you think you're hiding it, it comes through in other ways. You felt it, but you know what you were feeling. So what has been the reaction from readers?
The reaction has been very emotional.
Reaction has been, we're doing this podcast about it. Yeah.
I still get messages from women every day. In fact, I just heard from a woman who told me that she set up a private Instagram account so that she could find community. And she said she was so ashamed because she's a psychologist. And she said, I should not be quietly quitting, but I need to meet other women. So the reaction, it continues. It hasn't stopped. If anything, it seems to have grown.
Yeah. And how do you feel being the woman who unleashed this for us?
I feel great about it.
Okay.
I really do. I knew I was opening a Pandora's box, but when Pandora opened that box, what she left in the box was hope. And I like to think that this is maybe going to hearken some change. And I also want to say, I feel like as a kid, I couldn't do anything for my mom. And in writing this article, it felt like I made up for not being there for her.
But isn't it true, too, that husbands are quiet quitting within the marriage also?
Yes. I think in a lot of cases they're reacting. I don't know that they're initiating. And I think some men just live quietly quitting.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not as engaged in their relationships.
So why did this concept resonate with so many women? Nedra Glover Tawwab is a licensed therapist. You've seen her here on the Oprah podcast several times before. She's a New York Times best-selling author and relationship expert. Her brand new book is The Balancing Act. Welcome back to the podcast, Nedra. And Julie Manano is a therapist and the best-selling author of Secure Love, Create a Relationship That Lasts a Lifetime. We welcome you, Julie. Okay, what do you think this idea of quiet quitting, why is it now just resonating in such a way that we haven't been able to formally articulate before?
Well, most people don't quietly quit their partners. They quietly quit emotional disconnection. So I like to think of emotional disconnection as the disease, and quiet quitting is the late stage symptom of the disease. And when I say emotional disconnection, I also mean just the pain of continuing to reach for something and still ending up feeling hurt and alone. There's a quote I love, a Sue Johnson quote, that the only thing couples are ever really asking each other is, are you going to be there for me when I really need you? And when the answer to that question is no enough of the time, and it can be over, small things like needing comfort after a long day and just getting distracted responses or sharing something important and feeling dismissed. These little small things accumulate over time, and they can actually do as much damage to a relationship as big things like affairs.
So repeat that question, because I know that resonated with a lot of people. The only question you're ever asking in your marriage is,
are you going to be there for me when I really need you? Emotionally.
Would you agree with that, Nedra?
Yes, and I'd say that the term quietly quitting gave people a voice to what they were already experiencing. I don't know if my grandparents had that term, and many other couples that we know who shared separate bedrooms or separate lifestyles. We didn't have a term for it, but now that we do, it's like, oh yeah, it's me, it's this other person, it's, we can think of so many people that this applies to, and as we're seeing, people are connecting with it.
Yeah, people were just checked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they weren't getting what they want. And what do you think that women are not getting from their spouses that leads them to actually quiet quit?
It's the support. It is the emotional connection. Yeah. It is the, do you like me? It's, do you
even see me?
Do you even see me? Do you like me? Do you hear what I'm saying? We often in relationships think about how it was in the beginning when someone was courting us and there were all these signs that they were interested, and 5-10 years later, we don't see any of that.
Yeah.
And so now people are like, am I even here for you? Do you see me? Where is this relationship? What is it now?
Yeah, well, you know what that is? I used to say this all the time, that I found in every guest the experience of people wanting to know, do you see me? Do you hear me? Does what I say mean anything to you? And I think that is a fundamental issue in every relationship. Do you see me? Do you hear me? And does what I say mean anything? And I think if you're in a relationship with somebody and you no longer feel seen or heard, it means you also don't feel validated or valued. And that's sort of it, right? What's happening? Would you say?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Everything I do begins with intention. When you become exactly what you believe is possible, especially the Oprah podcast. You're doing good, eh? I believe when people share their personal journeys with authenticity.
Never thought of it like that.
I love that you've never thought of it that way before. And with intention, something beautiful happens. We recognize pieces of our own lives in theirs. We realize that actually helps, right? We are not alone. Life is a journey, and how we navigate it matters. That's why. Before life changes course, and Geico is there to make the journey more manageable. to help guide you with insurance designed to keep you covered through it all, because life happens in ways we can't always predict. And with the right support, we keep driving forward. And that, dear listener, is everything. So I want to bring in some of our audience members who are going through this right now. So, Handy, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. Thank you. It's an honor to be
pretty
here.
in that green dress.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what's going on?
Well, I am here. I can relate to every single thing that was said here.
Because?
I've been married to my husband for 19 years.
Mhm.
We have 2 teenage daughters, a senior in high school and a junior in high school. And I saw a quote a while back, and it said, "Do you want to be loved like this for the rest of your life?" And the answer is no. And so for the past 3 years, I've been on this journey of tapping into me, healing me, going within, the stillness and silence within. And the more I grow, the more I'm getting pushback from my husband. And the more I express, I want to be emotionally connected to you. This is what I desire. This is what I need from a partner. It is a dismissal, a denying that I'm doing that, or a twist.
And how does that dismissal show itself or manifest itself? Does he say, you're lying, or I don't see what you're saying?
You have a cush life. You have a good life.
Yeah.
I'm here. I said, yes, you're physically here, but you don't know anything that's going on in my life. We've slept in separate bedrooms for years. It started out because of snoring. And it was a grief for me because my husband, I felt like that time at night, like we could come together and talk. And that was a real grief for me. So I've reached kind of the end of this chapter with my girls soon to go off to college. And I want to connect with my husband. And he says things like, why can't you just coexist and be married? Why does everything have to be a Disney movie? And I'm not wanting Disney. I'm wanting connection.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I was just thinking, and as I was preparing for the show today, and all of you who are speaking about your personal relationships, I often wonder this. What happens when you go home? First of all, I think it's really courageous of you, brave of you, bold of you to share this with the world. And so many other women in particular, and also men listening, are seeing themselves in your story. But what happens when you go home after you've shared this with all of us?
Well, everything I'm saying here, I've said before.
Okay.
And one thing I want to be clear about is that I love my husband so much. And I see with a little bit of effort how we could connect and, you know, be that stable family for our girls. But I cannot do it alone. So I have to speak my truth because, you know, I just need more.
Are you and your friends talking about this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The way Monica described in the article, are you all talking about it?
Yes, especially in my age group. I'm 44 and our kids are, you know, flying the nest to go off to college. And so we're about to be in this next chapter, and it's an uneasy thing. Like, what does that look like?
So what's your question for our experts, for Nedra or Julie?
I have just tried every approach possible, and it's always met with a block, with glimmers of showing up and that there's love there and that he wants the same thing. But unless I'm happy handy, if I'm not happy handy, things get wobbly. And I just want to know, for me, what can I do that perhaps I haven't said or tried before? You know, maybe my approach is wrong.
You know, you asked the question, do I want to be loved like this? And I was hearing a different question. Am I being loved?
Right.
Am I being cared for? What does care look like in this relationship? Has there been any...
Miracles when you move, such an easy thing for you to do. were still showing up at the tomb
All right,
of
have a
every
good day.
Lazarus.